Hey guys, and welcome to episode 5 of the Project Cars Career Mode. So, in the last episode we were first in the sprint race, and in the main race we fucked up in the end and we still managed to get third, but it wasn't good. Let's continue to the next event, and that's the second event of 5 in total. So we again have a sprint race, a main race of course, and we're in Glencairn. We raced here before, I think, in the last championship. So let's see if the track is the same, and let's see if we manage to get first in both races now without making too many mistakes. So we have a great start. We have a really good start. We managed to... Ooh, okay. That was a close call, and that was saying way too early that it was a good start, but we managed to keep the damage low and stay third. So the track is a bit different, so I need to get used a little to this track. So let's drive a few laps until we really get aggressive on our opponent, because otherwise we maybe are making a huge mistake again. We're really close on him right now. So let's see what we can do. Okay. I will be a bit quiet right now because I really want to be first actually again, but that isn't an easy task. Really won't be easy to get first here. As you can see, these sprint races are way harder and nearly bumped up against our opponent, which would be a huge mistake, because if you bump up against someone you often get glued against them, and I really don't do. So let's get on the inside here. The AI will just turn, so you can't avoid any collision with them. So on the bumpy part of the track, it's also the fast part, I'm often faster, and on the last part of the track I lose a bit of time. So let's see if we can keep up with him at least, and the slightest touch. So let's see if we can get really close here and maybe pass him. Ooh, too early on the gas, but I avoided a position loss, which is great, but he did bump against me, which nearly took me out. I really have to brake harder there. I think I should go to the third gear in that corner. Let's see if we can catch back up with the lost our position again. Yay! This is a hard track to drive. A really hard track to drive. Those bumpy areas make it really tricky on when to steer and when to throttle, use the throttle. So going side by side, but he's a bit faster. So that was a nice overtake. Ooh. He bumped against us, but we managed to defend our position. Let's see if we can catch up again with the second position. And still I have to downshift way more. I used to downshift way too late and way too less. That downshifting does so much for braking, and with the go-karts you really don't want to use the brake too often, because that's often what turns you around and locks up the rear. So that was better. So I think we're catching up a little, but I think we won't manage to get the second position because he's too far ahead of us. And this is the last lap. But you don't know, maybe he makes a mistake and we can take advantage of that mistake. But it seems he keeps it clean. Oh, we really get close. But we get a third place in the first sprint event. As you can see, it was really hard to catch up. So the sprint races are really hard. Well, we still have a shared first place because we had the fastest lap. So now I understand how project cars decide this standing a little bit more, because it counts up your points and then decides who is first, second or third. But of course we were third in this race, and Dennis and Jens were the first two ones. But because of the points it says we're first two. So we are actually, whoa. Apparently Mackenzie fell out of the points, because if you watch the last episode he also had 27 points. Well, that's nice. So we are increasing our lead in points to 23. So we have one close behind us. Ooh. Oh, that was really unfortunate. I really got pushed there. Oh, that really sucks. This fucked up my whole race. So what happened there, I had to brake for the guy in front of me, but the guy behind me didn't brake enough, and I think he bumped against me right when I turned into that corner. So that was a huge bump with the guy in front of me. So, oh, they are really, ooh. There I got a bump from behind again, but this time I managed to keep it into, or keep it under control. That corner is really hard to take well. So we were 11th, we already managed to get 6th. So let's go around the outside and we're 7th. So we're getting up the field again, but still not close to the podium, and don't know how many seconds they are in front of us, but let's hope we can improve ourselves during this race and catch up with them. So we managed to get a way better, how do you call it? Oh, I can't come up to the word, but our exit, yeah, that's the word. Our exit was way better than the guy in front of us, so we could make up a lot of time there. And let's see what this guy will do. Can we get up the inside? No, we can't. We tried to sneak up the inside there, but we were too far behind, so there was not a gap to sneak up on. Maybe we can try and go around the outside here. No, we can't. So let's. Ooh, I tried to get up the inside there, but there was less grip than I expected. So we're in 6th position now with 9 laps to go, because we're just starting the 6th lap right now. Ooh, I'm running a bit too wide. Let's see, we had a better exit. Oh. And that's annoying of the AI, just taking the corner. Well, I'm up in the inside, but we managed to keep the car on the track in 5th position right now, getting up in the standings. Let's get our next position. So I'm really fast in this part. Ooh. That was annoying. I just told you guys that I was really fast on that part of the track, but went a bit too fast and got bumped out of the track. So that's the problem of that part. You can take it really fast, but you really have to take certain lines, because otherwise you get bumped out. You really have to be gentle with the throttle. So let's not sneak up the inside, because then maybe we can. Ooh, no, that wasn't possible. So we managed to get our 5th position back, but ooh, that was really close. We still have to get back to the other guys, but we are catching up. Yeah, we're catching up. I really make up a lot of time in this part of the track. As you can see, we already caught up with this guy right now. wasn't close enough to sneak up in the inside there. What the fuck happened there? You really just brake when there was no need to brake, and he wasn't really in a position to brake because I was just behind him. Well, it wasn't a clean overtake, but we'll have to do it. Ooh, that was a big mistake. Didn't really know what happened there, but we lost our bear. And we still have to catch up. We have 4 laps to get to the podium. That should be doable. Cause not that fun. Make those mistakes and take too much curb where we get bumped around with. So the 3rd position is inside, but it's still a little bit ahead of us. Really getting warm out there. It already is hot in my room, but because it's so intense and you just want to win, so you're really concentrated, it's getting even warmer. So we're catching up to him, which is a good thing. Too wide on that corner. Nicolas Moorsch is in front of us. Okay, caught up with him. Let's see if we can overtake him in the next corner. I think no, that is impossible. Oh, again the gluey effect. I just touched his bumper the slightest and we get glued on to each other, which is so annoying because in real life that will never happen. Well, it can happen, but not in this kind of degree. Here it's like super glue, and in real life you don't get that glued onto to each other. Ooh. And ooh, what an exit. We managed to get 2nd place by a little mistake by who is it? Jens Heinemann made the slightest mistake, and we could take advantage of that. That's really nice. Going from 11th place to 2nd this race, we really fought hard for it, and it really wasn't easy. So I'm glad that the difficulty gets harder this race, or well, actually this event and this championship. So continuing the career, we really have to improve ourselves. And well, of course we finished 2nd, but we're 1st because we also had the fastest lap. Here you can see we have the fastest lap. We're actually faster in race 1 right now. Let's go to the championship standing, and we manage, well, Mackenzie is out of the points again, so I think it's a she dropped down in the standing, and Dennis took 2 races. Yeah, she won this race and the sprint race. I managed to get 37 points, but it's still 30 points behind of us, so we're looking great in the drivers' standings. Let's see if we get any. We got another invitation mail, so people are happy with our results, so they want me, apparently. They want to participate in the annual Road TD Brand Showdown, and they want me to drive for them. So we got 2 invitations right now, and an historic GT M1 Pro Car Challenge. This is the Aerobull is a one-time race, and the Southern Storm is a championship, I think. So one-time races, maybe I will do those, because that's only one race, and then we can also taste a little of the car racing in Project Cars, and you guys also have to see something else than just karting. So maybe write down in the comments if you want to see that. So this wraps up the 5th episode. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, share it with who you want, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. See ya!